Number 9, join more groups. As I've coached people and taught to people through writing books, highly successful salespeople, one of the main things that I have found is when I talk to somebody, I'll ask them, I'll say, where do you get most of your business? Almost everybody in here is probably the same. You got one place that you spend a lot of time and you get a lot of business from that. It might be my church. It might be youth sports. It might be the Rotary Club. And that's where you get a lot of business because that's where you're spending your time. Well, what I found out is highly successful people are spending more times in more groups. One of my favorite examples is my friend Trumie Patrick, one of the top State Farm agents in the country. And I sit down with Trumie, I'm like, Trumie, what are you involved in? He's like, well, I teach Sunday school. I'm a deacon at the church. I'm involved with my fraternity from Georgia. I'm on the board at the University of Georgia. I'm in the Rotary Club. I'm on the Rotary Club board. I'm on the chamber. I'm in the chamber. And then he tells me he's the head of Department of Driver Services, which is where you go get your license. That was the best thing he told me because I cut the line after that. But anyway, I like 8 or 10 things, right? Use my son as an example again. My son comes into business. He's involved in maybe a church and a Bible study. And I say, go get into more groups. He's in about 7 or 8 groups. His business has grown dramatically because he's touching more people by going to those groups. The next number is whatever. Go to small groups within the big group. So whenever think about church, you walk in, let's say you moved to town, you moved to Nashville, and you see the First Baptist Church, and you say, that's where I'm going to go. And you walk in there Sunday morning and you sit down. Well, somebody there, an usher or somebody there, sees that you're different, that you're a visitor, right? The churches know that if they can get you in a Sunday school class, the chances of you joining the church go up astronomically, right? Because if you sit in the church, how many Sundays are you going to sit in the pew before you start meeting people? A lot. But if I get you in a Sunday school class in a smaller group, then you're with a smaller group of people, you interact differently, and now it becomes part of your group. So if you join a chamber, you join a Rotary, you get on any organization you get in, immediately try to get yourself into a smaller group of the big group. Maybe you help with a golf tournament or something like that. If quicker you get to a small group, the faster you'll get to know people in that group.